4 billion people rely on the ocean to meet their nutritional needs. This means that over half of the world's population is directly affected by the impacts of climate change on the ocean. We simply cannot consider climate without considering the health of the ocean. Marrakesh set the call for action, and here at COP23, Oceans Action Day builds on that momentum by bringing forward concrete solutions. The ocean absorbs carbon emissions and lowers atmospheric warming, providing over half of the oxygen for the world.
For a number of years, we've been pushing the case of oceans in climate change, both in terms of the role that they play in regulating the climate, but also how they are part of the solution to climate change. But now it's the time for action. We've moved beyond that area of awareness to the point where we need to make sure that we work with the communities that rely on oceans for their livelihoods to make sure that they are ready to adapt to the changes that we're going to see forthcoming.
In the last year, warmest year on record, record-breaking storm intensity, inordinate monsoon flooding in Asia, record high sea levels, paint a picture of increased urgency for adaptation to a climate that has already changed and will continue to do so very rapidly.
We are from a small island state in the Pacific region, and we hold the ocean dear to our lives and our culture. It is a very part of us, but at the same time, it's threatening our way of life as well. It's affecting us in so many ways. We are worried about how it will affect our very narrow-based economy, how it will affect us in terms of food and nutrition security, and most importantly, climate-induced disasters as well.
Underpinning these opportunities is science and research. One example is the Nansen program and its research vessel.
The idea here is to better understand what the impacts of climate change are actually going to be. So we're talking of general trends, we are talking about biodiversity being affected, we are talking about resources moving from the equator to the poles, but actually we don't actually know what is happening. So we hope that through this work we will be able to improve the knowledge and allow, therefore, countries to better plan for climate change.
Some people say that we know more about the surface of Mars than the bottom of the ocean. The ocean have not really received much attention in the convention for a long time, and we thought that problem needed to be solved. And we put together a declaration that calls for the introduction of the ocean in NDCs, nationally determined contributions. So as a first step, just to include the ocean in the climate action. And we've been busy trying to collect new countries. And today, in the Ocean Day here at COP23, we're going to add 4 more countries, and we are going to get over 30 countries that are endorsing the initiative. So I'm very happy.
Additional actions include the establishment of marine protected areas, as well as new finance solutions and opportunities for ocean renewable energy.
Between 2016 and 2017, we have finalized $40 million in innovative financing in 2 packages. One is a $21.6 million debt swap with the Paris Club, where the debt was purchased by impact investors, that's philanthropic. The other is, surprise, surprise, a package of more than $20 million by the World Bank and GEF, the Global Environment Facility. And the surprise is the World Bank has made a sustainable financing package with a high-income country. And when you think of a World Bank, you think of poverty and poverty eradication. And here they are, they themselves are stepping outside their comfort zone to find innovative ways to channel money, financing resources to the countries who are most vulnerable, irrespective of necessarily their economic situation.
Renewable energy is one of those terrific kind of blue economy potential developments where you're using the resources in the ocean that are not fossil fuel.
One of the initiatives of the Fiji presidency of COP23 is the launching of an ocean pathway into the UNFCCC negotiations. There's really no excuse for anybody not to know about the ocean's problems and not to start taking action through their individual decisions, through their community decisions, through their country decisions. We all are in this together.